just wanted to do a quick video and talk about the Decibel Tour. I went to the Decibel Tour in Albuquerque, New Mexico on May 13th, and I was really excited to check it out when they announced the lineup, especially when they announced that Black Braid was going to be part of the Decibel Tour. So yeah, I made it a priority to go. Also, Cattle Decapitation, it was one of the main bands on the bill, and they just released a new album, Terracite. So it was just an overall really like cool lineup. And on top of that, I hadn't seen 200 Stab Wounds before. I have seen Dark Funeral before, and to be honest, I'm not a big Dark Funeral fan. So yeah, it was mainly the three bands that I wanted to check out were Black Braid, 200 Stab Wounds, and Cattle Decapitation. Yeah, so I'll just talk about the bands that played and then kind of just play some quick clips. So starting off with Black Braid, yeah, I got there early. I got there about maybe 6:30, and just kind of like tried to find a good spot to watch Black Braid in the theater. I found a good spot, and I pretty much just stayed in that spot the entire night. But it was cool to see a lot of native people, a lot of local native people in the Albuquerque area. Navajo, Zuni, those tribal people come out and support Black Braid. There was a lot of people, there early to check out Black Braid, which was really cool. And it was cool to see Black Braid as a live band because, I've only heard the album, and, with the album being kind of like it was kind of recorded mainly by the main man, John Skagasawa. So it was cool to see the music being played in a live setting. They did 4 songs, which I think the set was about 30 minutes. But each song was pretty long. Each song runs about like 8 to 10 minutes. So yeah, it ended up filling up like that 30-minute set. They started the set off with a new song. I didn't know the song, what the song title was called when I first heard it, but they just released the music video on Black Metal Promotions YouTube page. The song is "The Spirit Returns," so that song started off the set, and then immediately went into "River of Time Runs Through Me." And yeah, each song kind of went into the next. They didn't do any like talking or stage banter. I think just because with a short set list, you kind of gotta like get all the music out in that given time. And then the third track was another new song. Moss covered "Bones" at the Altar of the Moon. And the last song was "Ghost Dance" on Blood-Soaked Soil. So the 2 new songs are going to be from their album that's going to come out next month on Black Braid 2. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And yeah, after Cattle Decapitation played, I went back to the Black Braid merch area and waited in line, got some merch and met the band. I got a poster here, really cool screen printed poster. And I got the live band's autograph, which was pretty sick. And then got some patches. This is a huge patch. It's like as big as my face. And then this is a really cool patch. Yeah, these patches were only at $5, which was pretty cool. And then I got this shirt. This is the cover of the Black Braid 1 album with the new Black Braid logo. And then the long sleeve. It's got the Black Braid on the left side chest. And then it's got a cool picture. Yeah, really cool, really pretty badass long sleeve. And then there's print on the sleeves. So yeah, I spent most of my money on the Black Braid merch, which yeah, I'm happy to support Black Braid. So really fucking awesome to see an indigenous artist get this much recognition on a national level, and to be a part of the Decibel Tour. Yeah, it's just it really means a lot to me and other indigenous native metal fans, just because yeah, I don't think I've seen that much recognition for an indigenous band since I've been into this music. So it's really cool. got a chance to just talk with the band really quick. Yeah, there's a lot of people around, so I didn't want to take up all their time. And I got a picture with the band too, which is really cool. But yeah, that was Black Braid, and yeah, awesome set. I can't wait to see him live again. I'll play a quick clip of the live Black Braid performance, so check it out. And then next after Black Braid was 200 Stab Wounds, which I believe they're from Ohio. I was a little hesitant to get into them. I know they came out a couple years ago on the Maggot Stomp record label. They had an EP out. I wasn't really into them at first. I think mainly just because I felt like there was a lot of hype. I thought a lot of people were kind of just showing off their stuff, their merch and all their stuff. And I kind of was a little hesitant at first, but once their album came out, Slave to the Scalpel, once this came out, I was immediately a fan. I really like their style too. They just have such a unique style. This is such a good CD. Yeah, they have such a cool style. I don't know. It's almost kind of like slam metal, but slam death metal, but not quite. A lot of their songs just have like a boom, 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 like a mid pace with their drum. And then, but there are some sections of blast beats and blasting sections. But yeah, they tend to have a really cool groove, almost like jungle rot. So yeah, they were really cool. They had a really sick ass performance. They played songs off of this new 7-inch EP that came out. There's 2 tracks on this, and I think they started out the set with Fatal Reality, and then they did play Masters of Morbidity. I ordered this. This came in the mail a few days before I went to the show, and they did have a exclusive color for sale at the show. Mine's the red 7-inch from the Metal Blade site. But yeah, their set, they played songs from the 7-inch EP, songs from their full album. And then they did play a new song. I didn't record it, but they did mention that new song was going to be on their new album that will come out later this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, so 200 Stab Wounds, yeah, they just did a really quick set, 30-minute set. Yeah, it was pretty awesome to see. I was really glad to see him. And along with Black Braid, probably the other more anticipated band I wanted to check out. So I'll play a quick clip and then, yeah, let's check it out. And then next, after 200 Stab Wounds, was Cattle Decapitation. I've seen Cattle Decapitation before. I think the last time I saw them was in 2019 on one of their Death Atlas tours, and I believe that was with Atheist and Author and Punisher. And this was at Mesa, Arizona. I didn't get the chance to see them last year when they did their 2022 Death Atlas tour. So yeah, it's been 3.5 years since I've seen them. And they just released an album the day before, Terrasite, which is an amazing album. I picked up the vinyl, but I ordered it, pre-ordered it. So I believe they did have vinyl for sale at their merch table, but yeah, I didn't want to like buy a vinyl and then carry it around in the show. But I did get a shirt. It's cool. I like the. It actually looks pretty cool. Like it's the main. I don't know what this is. This Terracite person. Yeah, really cool shirt. I like it. I dig it. But yeah, I about back to their live set. They yeah, they played a lot of new songs from the Terracite album. I think they did mostly of the singles that they put out. We Eat Our Young, Scourge the Offspring, and Photic Doom, which I recorded and I uploaded. And then they played songs from Monolith of Inhumanity and Death Atlas. I don't remember if they played any from the Anthropomorphic Extinction album, but anyway, it was a pretty amazing. It was an amazing set. They sound like so like tight live, and their vocalist Travis Ryan sounds like so good live. Like sounds like the album, but with different. They did cool like little effects with um with his microphone. So it was overall an amazing set. I really liked the the new songs. Scourge the Offspring was just sounds like the album. When they play it live, so it was pretty sick ass performance. I kind of felt like they should have headlined because I couldn't help but notice that their line for merch was just like endless. Like it was just the merch line. Like I feel like everyone was there for Cow Decapitation, and then like Dark Funeral. I didn't see anyone like getting anything from the Dark Funeral like merch table. So I'm assuming everyone was just like me and was like eagerly awaiting Cow Decapitation to play. So yeah, after they played, that's when I went to the merch and like met the Black Braid lineup, and so I didn't catch all of Dark Funeral set, but I'll play a quick clip of Cow Decapitation. So check it out. So yeah, after Cow Decapitation played, I went to the merch line and did my thing over there, and I missed most of Dark Funeral's set. I only recorded like a couple seconds of two songs. I'm not the biggest Dark Funeral fan. I don't own any of their albums. I know they're a legendary like Swedish black metal band, and I've seen them before. I saw them a couple years ago, 2019's Devastation on the Nation tour. So I'm familiar with them. I'm just not a huge fan of them. So yeah, I didn't feel too bad like missing out on their set when I was like hanging out in the merch area. But overall, the Decibel tour was fucking awesome. I kind of feel like they should have switched like Dark Funeral and Cattle Decapitation, like make Cattle Decapitation the headliner, just because I'm sure like them being a U.S. band and this being a U.S. tour, and they just put out a new album. Like lots of people are going to show up for Cattle Decapitation, and I believe Dark Funeral just toured like maybe like 6 months ago, like this fall with like Immolation. So I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe Dark Funeral shouldn't have headlined, or probably even should have gotten a different band. But that's just me. But yeah, the Decibel tour is gonna run. It's gonna run till June. Looks like June 10th is their last stop in Los Angeles. So yeah, there's plenty of stops left for the Decibel tour. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, be sure to get there early to support Black Braid. And Cow Decapitation like probably has like the biggest following. So yeah, get there early and support. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try to get back to doing my podcast interview episodes. I've been slacking, just like work and like, yeah, life, keeps me busy. But thank you. Yeah.